So let's go straight to Adani Wilmar, who's joining us after the company's recently acquired GD Foods, which is the maker of the Tops ketchup. Someone from the north and central part of India would know it very well. They've acquired 80% at an enterprise value of 603 crore rupees. Angshu Mallick, who's the MD and CEO at the company, joins in to discuss about this recent acquisition. Thanks a lot, Angshu, for joining in. You know, the obvious question is when you acquire a company, what are the revenue synergies that you are seeing? So, you know, the company does slightly south of 400 crores in terms of revenues. Where do you see this scaling up to immediately as you acquire? Because you'll have distribution synergies. And secondly, on the cost front, you know, they have 48% margins and 8% EBITDA margins. So there is a 40% sort of cost that the company is incurring. With you coming in, how much can EBITDA margins improve by? So revenue scalability and EBITDA margins.
Thank you. As far as lot of synergy with Adani Wilmar's already offering of kitchen essentials and staples. We always felt that we need a basket of products which is value added and goes well with the kitchen essentials that we generally call them. Now, when you look at the turnover today, it's around 400 crores, but considering our strengths in terms of distribution reach, in terms of our capability of providing expertise in easy manufacturing, as we have that expertise, and overall see that we can bring in because we handle large volumes, so we can surely add value in terms of reducing the cost. Turnover-wise, we see in the next 3 to 4 years 1,000 crore turnover, and we are confident of achieving those numbers basis our internal calculations. As far as margins, there is great scope of reducing the cost in between the gross margin and EBITDA. We will allow.
Mr. Mallick, we'll ask you to hold on to that thought because your audio is a little jarry. So from what we've gotten so far, this company last year did revenues of 386 crores. You believe that with your scale, you can take it to 1,000 crore top line over the next 3 to 4 years. He was making a point on the cost. Remember, the company has gross margins of 48%, EBITDA margins at 8%. So this 40% cost in between gross and EBITDA margins is something that Angshu was elaborating upon. I do believe that we have his audio fixed once again. So we'll just try and go back to Angshu. Angshu, you were talking about, the margins. Once you get to 1,000 crores on the top line, what is the kind of margins that you can report for GD Foods itself? If you could elaborate on that, margins specifically.
See, on margins, we see a scope of reduction in the cost, particularly in supply chain. We can add value. Distributors and retail margins, we can align with the industry standards. Here we see scope of reduction in cost. Apart from this, packaging is a big cost here in this kind of business. So we will align and see how we can see reduction in the packaging cost. So overall distribution efficiency, more volume that we can drive, better margin products we can drive through our distribution channel, bundling offers with our edible oil and wheat flour, rice and all that will add to more household penetrations. And overall, we see as the volume goes up, our cost will come down and we will be in a better position to improve the margin.
Just 2 questions, sir, before we let you go. The 8% margin goes to what? And if you could give us a time trajectory as well. And the remaining stake, what valuation will you buy in this particular company? Just 2 questions, sir.
See, from 8% margin, we expect at least 3-4% increase surely in the next couple of years. And because we will have to invest in advertising and brand building and promotions more aggressively. And there we see some amount of expenses. So overall 3-4% increase in that margin is surely possible. More than that is also there. And as far as the valuation for the next 20% is concerned, that yes, we have agreed within us. This is the performance of the company. And I'm sure as the performance improves, margins improve, the valuation also, but the balance 20% will also improve.
Right. I'm just trying to figure this out because you bought this company at a little over 2 times EV to sales. And if you look at, 1,000 crore target and the multiple stays, then that means that you would then be buying this company at around, 2 times 1,000 crores. Chances that you would have to pay 400 crores by FY29 for the remaining 20%? Is that a possibility?
We have an upside cap and downside cap. So
what is the upside cap, sir, if you could tell us?
Difficult to say explicitly right now, but surely we have ensured that the promoters get a better value, and it is our job to ensure that he gets a better value for the balance 20%.
All right, final question just before we let you go. By when do you expect the CCI approval for Adani's exit from Adani Wilmar?
Not sure when, but surely it should happen soon. Not exactly, I know the dates right now, but then it should happen soon.
All right, we take that point. Thank you so much for joining in. Quick, crisp conversation. The key takeaways: 1,000 crore revenue in tops over the next 3 to 4 years with nearly 3 to 4% margin synergies that the company sees. An upside is capped for acquiring the remainder 20% stake for Adani Wilmar into GD Foods. And very soon, they may expect the CCI approval for the deal between Adani's and Wilmar's as well. With that, we'll take a short break, but don't go anywhere, because on the other side, we'll be joined by Anmol Singh Jaggi, the Chairman and Managing Director of Gensol, in the eye of a lot of news. We will get chatting with the management. Stay tuned.